Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. I'm going to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashib, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rahakadash, Federal Hebrew tongues, correct names of Heavenly Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. And shalom to your sister, brothers, living this truth. And shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying to show themselves approved. Shalom. Cut this down real quick, make sure it ain't drowning me out. Shalom. Now, when I got pulled up from there, we're going to watch a couple articles. There's a whole lot of propaganda going on of what, the Russian-Ukraine proxy war that's happening. Babylon the Great trying to, calm everybody down, talking about, Russia doing bad, they losing, which that could be so further from the truth. Man, Russia's over there methodically taking over everything Ukraine got. And as he's also doing that, he's fighting another war on another hand. He's beating Babylon the Great in the currency war. He done rerouted. Vladimir Putin done did a reroute on who he's dealing with in this trade, and it's bypassing the sanctions that Babylon the Great America has put on him. And Babylon the Great is in a bad way. So I got a couple articles pulled up. We're gonna read it. Lord willing, as I'm done, you have a better idea of what's really going on and what's gonna really kick off World War III. So check it out. This first article pull up. It says Putin says Russia is rerouting trade to China and India. President Vladimir Putin said Wednesday that Russia is rerouting trade to reliable international partners such as Brazil, India, China, and South Africa as the West attempts to sever economic ties. That's them BRICS nations. Those BRICS nations about to get stronger, y'all Sharala, because he's about to strengthen they all. China's the number one person right now. China got the number one economy. Anybody trying to say that, but they do. And they're teaming up with Russia, Brazil, India has a very good upcoming economy, and they trying to keep it going. So they're severing ties with Babylon the Great America, and they're all strengthening themselves between each other. So they playing like keep away, like, okay, Babylon the Great America, you think of you all this, stay to yourself. So we're going to keep reading. We are actively engaged in reordering our trade flows and foreign economic contacts towards reliable international partners, primarily the BRICS countries, Putin said in his opening video address to the participants of the virtual BRICS summit. The BRICS acronym refers to an informal grouping of the 5 developing economies. According to Putin, trade between Russia and the BRIC countries increased by 38% and reached $45 billion in the first 3 months of the year. Contacts between Russian business circles and the business community of the BRICS countries have intensified, Putin said. For example, negotiations are underway to open Indian chain stores in Russia and to increase the share of Chinese cars, equipment, and hardware on our market. Russia is also ramping up oil exports to China and India, which have been snapping up barrels at a hefty discount. China's crude imports from Russia soared to a record level in May, ousting Saudi Arabia as the country's top supplier. Putin added that Russian system for messaging between financial institutions is open to connecting banks from the 5 countries and that Moscow is finding new ways to transact without relying on currencies such as the dollar or the euro. Did you peep that, Yasharala, man? This dude is cutting out NATO, which is the beast. That's why the beast gonna be mad at Babylon the Great America, because they're like, look what you done did. I'm in hot water because of you. Now I'm into it. Russia, China. I got all the world hate me because of you. So, like I say, like the scriptures say, not what I say, what the scriptures say. The beast, which is NATO, is going to hate the whore that rides it. Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great is about to lose all his allies. When Babylon the Great loses NATO, hey, you're finished. Which they're going to lose NATO. Because NATO, they depend on Russia and Saudi Arabia for their oil, for their gas, for their resources. And they need China too. So they're like, oh, hold up. So I can just, man, it's only a matter of time for NATO severs ties. The European Union severs ties with Babylon the Great America. Did you peep what they just said right there? That's why everybody's getting skyrocketing gas prices. But yet, India and China, they strengthening themselves. Because who they dealing with? Russia. They all dealing with each other, man. And that's why them sanctions that Babylon the Great America put on Russia didn't work. This dude, he like a chess player. Like listening to how the Maccabees, he already did a workaround years ago. I noticed when Putin made this move, man, this wasn't a spur of a moment thing. He been building up to do this. These countries been building up to go against America, Babylon the Great. And now they're making their moves because it's all in the play of Yahweh Shah. It's their time. He stirred up the bear. They've been poking that bear for so long, the Medes. Now they're stirred up, and now they're about to go out to Babylon the Great. And the first thing that's happening now is it's a currency war. Everybody fighting for supplies, supply chain issues, food, trade. And they're about to cut off trade to Babylon the Great. That's why there's going to be a great famine in this place. So check it out. I wonder if I want to keep reading. Yeah, I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to hear, where was I at? Okay, that's where I was at. Okay. Together with BRICS partners, we are developing reliable alternative mechanisms for international settlements, Putin said. In the address, Putin accused the West of neglecting the basic principles of the market economy, such as free trade. It undermines business interests on a global scale, negatively affecting the well-being of people and effect of all countries, he said. The BRICS summit, which is hosted by Beijing, China, is Putin's first international forum with the heads of other major economies since he ordered the invasion in Ukraine in late February. Man, so these moves they making, man. Let's keep on reading. Sanctions from the West have cut Russia off from large swaths of the global economy and pushed the country into a deep recession. But Moscow continues to earn money off exports, especially as energy prices rise. The International Energy Agency estimated that Russian oil export revenues rose to about $20 billion in May. You peep that. So we're gonna go to another article, and then we're gonna go to the scriptures, man, to back up that further, man. Cause hey, he's beating Babylon the Great, man. And right now, how is he doing it? He's hitting them in the pocketbook. He's hitting the currency, the money. And like I know, hey, the number one thing you can make somebody mad, mess with somebody's money. Man, they get angry. That's war. That leads to war when you mess with somebody's money. And this right here is going to disrupt the whole economic, the world economic, playground, which is going to be negatively for Babylon the Great because they're getting cut out. They're getting cut out of trade. I work a job where I deal with, the supply chain and packages, and it's coming up short. So everything is coming up short. And as these countries get their stuff together and further strengthen each other and cut America out of the trade export, it's only going to make things worse. And how is America going to respond? How's Babylon the Great going to respond? They're going to respond with war. That's how they're going to respond. Like, how dare you cut me out of getting this and that? I'm the big dog. I run this. That's what America going to be saying. The other countries like, look here, you ain't running nothing. We don't even like you. We playing keep away. We going to deal with each other. You do what they see. America in the trick bag. Babylon the Great, this is how dumb Edomites are. You have exported all your businesses to these other countries and made them strong. You don't produce anything anymore. So you have made yourself totally dependent and reliant on foreign trade. Now these foreign countries no longer want to trade with you. And now you have no more companies to produce anything. You just, you done. You through. That's why we telling everybody, man, get ready because it's going to be a famine come up. Everything going to be short, man. America has sold itself out. Babylon the Great has sold itself out. When they start shipping their stuff overseas, exporting their businesses, you tricked yourself out. Now they're like, man, you know what? Hey, I ain't giving you nothing no more. And they don't have to, these other countries, they trade with each other. They don't need America no more. They don't. And as they realize, so America, like, only thing gonna have left is that great sword they was blessed with. And they have to just start shooting missiles off, sending troops everywhere, fighting everybody abroad. Then they're gonna try to fight their own citizens, which is going to go very badly. You got the sleeper cells here, which is the 144,000, and you're going to see Esau's L coming. Esau's L is guaranteed. It is guaranteed to come because he done did too much, man. The Lord got him in a trick bag, man. You got enemies abroad. You got enemies eternal. You ain't got enough to fight everybody, man. Plus, you at your weakest state ever. You in your weakest point. And that's all through the glory and power of Yahweh Shah, because he sanctified that, he declared that, and boy, did he do that. And I'm sitting back like in awe. I'm sitting back, wow, how Yahweh Shah worked this out, made these devils trick their own selves off. They just looking, dumb. Edomites are dumb. That is a foolish nation. You know, everybody look at them thinking they smart because they got, all the might and power, but they losing that. They done lost that. And then you look at the moves they made, they destroyed themselves. That's how great the Lord is. So let's read this article right here, which shows you that Putin's economy is coming up. Since he made these moves, he's coming up. It's not hurting him like they try to say in the articles and the news propaganda. No, man, the ruble coming stronger. And if the ruble coming stronger, the digital yuan coming stronger as well. So America is now like Babylon the Great is losing the currency war. They're losing the money war. They're falling behind. And I'm looking at Esau, Babylon the Great, like, what you gonna do, man? Look like you about to fall in the hole if you don't do something. You was all big and bad, whooping up on, Ishmael, the Arab countries. Now it's time for you to go against somebody that got a real military. Now you scared, tucking your tail. And that's what this Babylon the Great is scared. They don't want to go against Russia. They got a mighty military. They don't want to go against China. They got a mighty military. That's that red horse right there. We're going to get to in the scriptures. But they scared, man. And like them, they tucking their tail and waiting. It is making it just worse on them. Because these other countries, while they tucking their tail and waiting, they over here building up, getting stronger. So let's read this article. Because it goes into the ruble, which is Russia's economy. And it says, Russia's ruble hits its strongest level in 7 years despite massive sanctions. Here's why. Russia's ruble hit 52.3 to the dollar on Wednesday, an increase of roughly 1.3% on the previous day, and its strongest level since May 2015. The ruble has actually gotten so strong that Russia's central bank is actively taking measures to try and weaken it, fearing this will make the country's exports less competitive. So Russia's ruble hit 52.3 to the dollar on Wednesday. We already read that. On Thursday afternoon in Moscow, the currency was trading at 54.2 to the greenback, slightly weaker but still near 7-year highs. That's a world away from its plunge to 139 to the dollar in early March, when the U.S. and European Union started rolling out unprecedented sanctions on Moscow in response to its invasion of Ukraine. The ruble's stunning surge in the following months is being cited by the Kremlin as proof that Western sanctions aren't working. They ain't working, man, because like I said, he already did a workaround. He's dealing with other countries. He got a whole BRICS nation supporting him. He don't need America. He don't need Europe, the European Union. This dude about to get it. All he really need is China. And then not only do he got China, he got India, he got Brazil, and he got South Africa backing him up as well. So he really don't need the European Union and America. And it says the idea was clear. Crush the Russian economy violently, Russian President Vladimir Putin said last week during the annual St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. They did not succeed. Obviously, that didn't happen. Ooh, did you hear that? They did not succeed. The sanctions didn't work. So if the sanctions didn't work, what's the next step that Babylon the Great got to do in order to stop Russia, that bear? They're going to have to pull out the sword, man. They're going to have to go to warfare. That's why, hey, anybody in the military right now, any Jakes, your butt going to World War III. World War III is about to happen. Because the first thing they try to do was destroy Russia's economy. That didn't work. Now they got to do physical warfare. That's why the scriptures say, which we're going to get to it right now. Let's get to that. Because that is happening right now big time. Like this scripture hitting hard in our day and age. Because this is what's about to happen now. You go to Revelation 11 and 14. And it reads, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And that is true. Especially in our day and age right now. The third woe is coming quickly. Because now they got to go to war. They don't have a choice. The sanctions didn't work. Destroying the economy didn't work. Actually, what it did was made them stronger. So now you got to physically go in there and attack them. And good luck with that. Because he got China in his pocket, North Korea, Iran. They all connected, man. They all been building up on this. They've been plotting to destroy Babylon the Great. And then they're going to get what's the big thing, the big ticker on the whole situation. They're going to get NATO, the European Union, to turn on Babylon the Great. When that happens, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because NATO is a very powerful, big military backed by, Babylon the Great. So if they lose that as an ally, Because that's all Babylon the Great got right now that can really help them fight is NATO. If they lose NATO and NATO decides to turn against America, it is a wrap. Stick a fork in it. You're done. Because then they're going to be overwhelmingly strong. Then you have Russia, NATO, China, Iran, North Korea, all banging on Babylon the Great. And they have no more allies who can fight. Japan, man, Japan gonna click in with China. Japan ain't about to keep fighting for Babylon the Great. Everybody's like, you got Japan, man. They about to click in with the Moabites. The Ammonites gonna click in with the Moabites. South Korea, North Korea gonna click up too. It's gonna be unified Korea. Everybody's gonna be mad at Babylon the Great, America, the great whore that sits on the beast. That's what's on the ticket, man. The scriptures tell you that. You know? Which I might get this, as I keep saying that. I might get that. And let me see. Where can I'm going to just look it up like this. Because I wasn't going to pull that, but I keep saying it. And check it out. This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns with their sauce upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Them 10 horns, that's going to the NATO countries. Them 10 horns, right? Them 10 powers, they're going to hate the whore. Who's the whore? Babylon the Great, America. Because she sits on NATO. She sits on that beast. That's how she gets all her little power, you know, while she can do what she need to do. You know, just like a whore in the streets. They think she's strong and powerful. She got niggas that'll shoot and bust their guns for her. Now, when she lose them shooters, when them shooters turn on her, then she don't realize you ain't got no power. When they don't care about that box no more, and it's gonna be real bad for her when them shooters she got used to shoot for her turn around and try to shoot her. And she run around looking crazy. That's what's about to happen. So I'm gonna go get this. That's on the books, man. And it's very exciting because that is about to happen. We are witnessing that. So check this out. This Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim, yea, this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So all these countries that everybody declared was weak are now saying, I'm strong. I got ICBM missiles too. I got nukes too. I got tanks. I got jets. What it do, Babylon the Great? Meet me outside. You know? Meet me on the yard. That's these little countries just saying to Babylon the Great. You got China, Russia, Iran, even North Korea, a little bitty country. They all talking noise to Babylon the Great, and it's increasing. They shooting missiles off. They getting ready for war, and they talking about it like, you know, what it do. You know what I'm saying? Now your dollar weak. You know, your military weak. You know what? Hey, what's up? They said China said meet me in the skies. China said that in the article. Then they said meet me in the sea. You know, they are with the carriers, the warships. Hey, these countries, man, World War III is upon us. I'm just looking for, all we waiting for is one little missile to hit somewhere it ain't supposed to hit, and it's on and cracking. Everybody gonna be talking about it. Because right now we're in a rumor war, and in a minute we're gonna be in a real war. World War III is upon us. We just waiting on the first missile to get shot off in somebody's country they ain't supposed to shoot, and there it go. There it goes, gonna happen, man. And you see right there, like I said, the Gentiles said, hey, let the mighty man prepare war. And they done beat their little hooks and the spears, and the weak said, hey, I'm strong. North Korea said, I'm strong. China said, I'm strong. Russia said, I'm strong. What's up, Babylon? They beating on their chest. You know, they barking like, let's go. You know? You know, Vladimir Putin, he been saying that for a long time. He want to go to war with Babylon the Great, America. He been saying that for a long time. China has too. And they about to do it. And that's going to lead to, get to my last little precept. Go to Revelation. Because this is so true right here. Back to Revelation. And this is Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. What does that red horse go into? When you look at Russia, what's the color of their military? Red. When you go into China, what's the color of their military? Red. There go your red horse, man. And what to say? Power was given unto them to take peace from the earth. Hey, they about to set it off. They are about to set it off. And they have a primary enemy, and that's Babylon the Great. And once they blow up Babylon the Great, then they're going to fight each other to see who's going to be the new superpower. All these countries about to fight. They're all about to bang it out. But right now, they're all unified with one enemy, and that's Babylon the Great, this whore. Everybody's arrayed against her. Everybody going to shoot their arrows at her. America right now is on everybody's scope to get blew up for all the crimes they done did. These Edomites, these are the most wicked Edomites on the face of the planet, right here in Babylon the Great. And the Most High is about to use Edomites from the East Coast. The European Edomites will come over here and fight the Western Edomites. It's going down. You know, and it said, and the scripture said, and was given to him a great sword. Because Edomites have a great sword. So that great sword about to be given to this red horse. And this red horse is about to trample Babylon the Great. Hey, the Lord said Moab is the Lord's washing pot. So he's going to use Moab, China, to clean Esau up. You know, he's going to clean Esau up with Moab, man. That's the Lord's wash pot, man. He's going to clean himself up with that, man. So everything like the scriptures wrote it, everything is lined up just like that, and you can see wars coming. That's why we got to stay locked on this truth, and, you know, and make sure that we got that hedge of protection, because, man, they're going to come over here. America is going to be invaded from the south, north, all the coast. They're going to come over here, and they're going to get to lopping people up, slock them, and the 2/3 going to get knocked off from that. You know, hopefully let going to have a hedge of protection. That's why I say, with everything you got, get in this truth, man. Because all that this little stuff, everybody all thinking stuff is like, no, man, we got war coming to this place. I mean, big time. People who don't even speak English is coming over here. And they're going to be raiding people's houses and killing and stealing door to door like madmen, sparing none. And if you don't have the testimony of Yahweh Shah or that covering, you just going to get locked up in the killing, man. You're going to get knocked off in the purge. That's why I keep trying to stress to Israel, the ones that, you know, that are actually watching lessons, like, take this seriously, because we ain't got that much longer. So you need to get all you get. This is not a game. This is about to come. This is about to be reality. It's on the books. And we quickly about to get into that. That's why nothing else matter but this truth. That should be your conversation. If you talking to another hopefully elect, y'all should be talking about nothing but the truth, man. And but you need to get away from 2/3, man. You need to separate yourself from them as much as you can. And you need to have upright conversation and stay within the spirit. Because you talking to another Israelite about the scriptures and upright conversation helps keep you locked in the spirit. That's where your mind need to be at. Your mind need to be focused on this truth. Because we about to be in war. And in war, ain't nobody going to be breaking down those scriptures to you. It's over with. The time you had liberty, you had to learn this, it's over with. That's why I look at a lot of people, man, they kind of playing with this thing. They not taking it really seriously as they should, you know, at all. And I'm trying to tell them, like, man, this thing, because, man, us prophets, we can see it clear as day. This thing is about to be bad. I'm talking about, you're going to see dead bodies in the street everywhere. There's going to be straight dead bodies. The stench of death is going to be upon this place very soon. Because it's going to get attacked from everywhere, man. It's going to be people attacking each other. UN troops, Russian troops, China troops, man. This straight military war. Killing everywhere. Straight, that's why I said the beginning of sorrows. We about to go into that. We already there. People are already mad about the gas prices being up, food prices being up. People are already in the bad way. You can see the homelessness increasing. As I say, man, take this truth seriously. Nothing else really matters but this truth. So take it seriously. And then before I wanted to end off too, I was watching my brother Jeremiah, my aunt, which further going to war. Man, he did a real good lesson. That's how we in the spirit. Because he did a World War III lesson as well. And he did one talking about the Satan II missiles that Russia got. You know, go watch this lesson, Yashral. I highly recommend it. The King of the Medes is ready. He has a missile called the Satan II, which goes at hypersonic speed. It's so fast it can evade radar. Man, they're going to shoot them off, man. They say, you got perfect protection, man. This place doesn't get hit with missiles. You need to get on a chariot. Or you need to be somewhere where you know you be protected from this missile strike. These ICBMs and arrows that the Bible call it. Because that's on the play right now. So I can't stress that hard enough to get in this truth, man. Take it seriously and be focused on it, man. Meditating on these prophecies, meditating on this word. Because I see a lot of Israelites, they still out here playing. Like it's just all fun and games. I don't know how quick we are, man. This thing is about to go down very, very soon. Very soon. You know, and especially if you new to this, you need to get the testimony in you. Because, like, in a minute, it's not going to be on display. In a minute, it's going to be put up. And if you didn't get it all, that's your fault. Because you know, playing around with this thing, not taking it seriously, man. Not having enough conversation, asking enough questions. You just pity-patting and worried about really stuff that don't even matter. That's not going to matter when this hit. You know, being distracted. Is what I see a lot of Israelites being distracted, not focusing on this truth. And if you didn't get your head stretched, get your stuff, that's on you. You know, I did my job. I be stressing people. I'm like, man, get in this truth. Focus. Double down. Stay locked in. Cancel out that excess noise. Like, you ain't talking about this truth, man. You really ain't talking about nothing. You know, that's how I look at it. So with that being said, I hope this been edifying. Kwame Yasharala, detail Baba Ball. Shalom.